Yeah. Yeah, there's got to be about 9 trials bikes came down the trail, turned around and head back up.
That's the other half of our group.
Yeah.
That's the 15-year-old.
Well, there's ships everywhere, Carolyn.
There are. I was just looking at how there's these huge chains in the water and the seaweed grows onto it.
Plants take over all the things we create.
They're capable of it. We would stop spraying them with poison and taking them off.
So how do you feel about what we're doing today?
I'm excited and I think it's a good idea. I don't really want to go to Vancouver, but it's for a good reason.
But it sure beats being in the rain,
Yes.
going around.
Definitely. Yeah. It's nice to have a different approach.
So I guess you've been part of this for a while, this movement to try to save trees. And considering tech data and their private developers developing their lands, right? How do you feel about, say you had bought some land and you wanted to cut down some trees, how would you feel about someone saying how to do it?
I don't think, but see, I don't believe in that, in the my land thing, so it's not a question that really applies.
So you believe it's our land?
Well, owning land, what's that? We don't own land. There's so many other creatures that live here too. So I don't agree at all with the argument that Chiquita owns the land and so they have the right to do what they want with it. Because whatever we do in one place affects everywhere else on the earth. So it's all connected and it belongs to all the creatures that are here. All the plants and everything. Yeah, private land. Not something I agree with.
So what date is today? Do you know the date?
Would it be April 17th?
Yeah,
2000? All right.
So big changes. Big boats. Big little boats. It's not the baby boats. Is that Titanic? Are we on the Titanic? Oh my God, it's being run by BC ferries. It's the Titanic. Help! You know how much it's costing per person to have the ship go from Long Harbor to Vancouver? It's not cost efficient here. Like, who's paying for it? We are. People. Like, holy smokes, you have to start having solar-powered wind-up boats.
Yes, definitely.
So,
But we could all pedal.
so what city are we off to today?
Are we off to Vancouver?
And what province and country is that for people who don't know?
British Columbia, Canada.
I don't know, just concerned spirits.
Yes.
And it's kind of hard to stop the fight, isn't it?
It's hard, but it's feeling like it's coming along. Oh, hard to stop the fight?
Yeah, often like once you become part of something, it's really hard to stop.
Oh,
really believe in
definitely.
it.
Very, very hard.
Yeah. This is something that, like, in a way, like, a young lady came to the Peace Village, and I said, "We're winning," and she burst out in tears. She said, "No winners."
Huh. Wow.
Really. Let's hope that we can enter actions where both sides win. And maybe, how about this? Both sides will win a healthy earth.
Sounds wonderful.
So I realize the greatest present you can possibly give the future is a healthy earth. We're just going to give this to the future.
Yeah, for sure.
So kids, listen up. Here comes the healthy earth. Okay, we're not falling. We're going I like this one. Here we are in beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, and we're off to Vancouver to let the corporations know that in Salt Spring Island, the spirit and the conscience is pretty heavy. Let's go upstairs. Sunny. Planet. Okay, we're recording right now, and you can zoom in. Look, this is Jonathan
And Mike,
and we're off to Vancouver.
and today's the big day in Vancouver where we like take over the streets.
And Mike has something to say.
Well, today's going to be a day of music and love, and it's going to be a day of music and love and celebrations for the borders. Because we can't continue going on like this. We can't continue hurting our environment the way we are. And today we're going to stand up for that. And all Salt Springers are going to unite. We're all going to meet up on House Street. We're going to cause some ruckus.
Don't clear cut your lungs.
Are you going to ask again about the children?
No, if you could just, how do you feel right now about what's happening?
Well, first of all, I got up real early this morning, and there was a huge moon over San Narrows, and it was about 4:30 in the morning, and I was very thankful to be able to be coming in to Vancouver today because I got up to see the moon, and normally I'm not up at that hour of the morning, and it was exquisitely beautiful, huge orange film. I mean, movie. No, moon. That's what we're talking about. Because I'm seeing this. I don't like to see myself on the film. And anyway, we're coming in to let Texada know that we don't really like what they're doing with their speed of logging, and they're clear-cutting our island at a rate that is not going to allow us to buy the land when the Capital Regional District has the money to do it, because it's going to be a moonscape by the time we get the money. The government moves slowly, and they're moving very fast. And it's very sad and quite ironic. So we're just going in to make a little bit of noise in front of the Texada buildings today, and to draw attention, public attention, to what is happening on Salt Spring, but it's happening on all the Gulf Islands, as we saw last Wednesday when we were at the legislature building. So it's very sad. It's also happening on Vancouver Island and all of BC. It's not just us.
We're so lucky that we're not doing this in Brazil. Some of us would have not been here if we were doing this in Brazil, I believe, and in many countries of the earth. So just thank you so much for showing your spirit again. You always seem to be there, like all of us. And your name, please, for the world?
I'm Tamar.
Thank you, Tamar. So, Bart?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, anything to say?
Well, God, I'm pretty excited about today. I think things are really happening for us. I think that we're bound to succeed in our battle for our home. And I'm really tired. I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning, getting press kits together, writing the releases, photocopying, printing. I mean, this is a tremendous amount of work that's gone into this media kit. So I'm hoping the press is going to be there.
And how many press releases did you send out for this actually today?
Well, we notified all the print media in Vancouver, Victoria, and Nanaimo. So if they show up, if it's not too busy, the stock market's crashing, there's stuff happening. People are in Washington, D.C. demonstrating against the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. And they're demonstrating for the same thing that we are. You know, we want social and environmental responsibility to be part of business. And you know, these business interests that don't live on our island are invading. They're taking away our livelihood. They're taking away, you know, what links us together. You know, it's our connection to our home. We live on an island, so we're very conscious of our borders. They're very finite. You know, that we recognize that ecosystems work together. You know, we see the rivers, the trees, the sea, and everything, and their connection. You know, and we're connected in there. So I think people who live on an island are more conscious of that than somebody who lives in a place like we're going today. It's all concrete, pavement, dog shit, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, on Salt Spring Island, we've experienced some beautiful natural biodiversity, and the sounds of quiet birds. It actually gives us time to think about what really matters. We're very fortunate to be here today, doing this not just for ourselves, but for the world. Because I believe an example shown, a win here is an example to the world. And if we win here, this is a big win. This is private development.
Well, this is the only place it can work. You know, you know, if we can't do it here, we can't do it anywhere. That's the bottom line. We're supposed to live in a democratic society with a responsible, non-corrupt government, and it's well, if we can't do it here, we can't do it anywhere else. I mean, how could they do it in Russia or in China, or how can they do it in South America? How can they stop destruction of the rainforest in Brazil if we can't do it here in Canada?
And it's quite exciting if someone somewhere has to show by example at some point. And you know, is this critical mass, Bart? Is this critical mass?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. And I have a good feeling about you know, activists from the city that are going to join us in our plight today. You know, it's not only residents of Salt Spring, but it's also the friends of Salt Spring that are going to turn out. People who know our place and know what's at stake are going to come and support us. So I'm hopeful that we'll have a good turnout.
Okay, thank you for this. And your name, please?
My name is Bart.
And if you could quickly wrap up.
Yeah, wrap up. No, wrap up. We'll wrap up tonight after the demo.
Speaking of wrapping up, I'm wrapping up a Christmas present. Or no, not a Christmas present, but I'm wrapping up a present for the future.
Time capsule.
And it's going to include a healthy Earth. The greatest present we could possibly give the future is a healthy planet.
That's right. Let's not squander our inheritance.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, she's going to get you.
I'm not going to talk, so I've got to raise this article.
I can just...
Well, I guess we're on our way to Vancouver to demonstrate and to let them know over there how angry we are about what's happening to our forest and to our ecosystem on Salt Spring. And, I don't know, just walking around the ferry trying to evoke some of the spirits of the land to come with us, bring us some power and some energy.
In the city energy and my friends and bringing the forest energy back into the city.
So are you an elf fairy?
I'm an ally of the fairies.
And
They're kindred spirits.
and you're going to the city today.
Yes, yes.
And
Time to go to the city and bring our message to the city.
and what message are the elves and fairies of Tuam Peace Camp bringing to the city today?
We think it's time for the humans to truly understand that they can't live the way they are on the planet anymore, that nobody ever brought them here to be boss. They are part of the web of life. They're not here to dominate. They're here to be allies and friends to their sisters and brothers, and they're bringing about their own destruction through destroying the trees. And our interest is not in eradicating human beings or fighting human beings. It's in bringing forth a message that their survival is based on the survival of the trees. And we will always be here. It is our planet. We will always be here, and we would love to live in peace and harmony with the humans. But that is not the human way right now. And so our energy needs to come and be breathed into the city people that have forgotten the forest, forgotten how essential our beauty and our functions are to their absolute survival on this planet.
And it's not you, who? It's not now. When?
Well, the moment is upon the human species to make a different choice. And the choice is theirs. It's completely theirs to make. But if they continue in the current path, the planet will not be able to support that life form anymore. And the story that's being played out is at an end. And it's hard for us to understand your concept of time. But in our concept of the unfolding of the universe, this story is done.
Yeah, no more?
No more.
Welcome to critical mass.
Yes, well,
I believe we're entering.
I hope so. It's up to you humans to bring about that awakening. We are your allies, but it is you who speak the stories that each of you understands. And it is up to individual humans to listen to their heart rather than their mind.
And I guess a message to the humans, if they do travel in the galaxy and they have identification saying that they're humans, they won't be allowed in our homes. Because I'm not very proud of the humans at this point.
Well, the unfolding of the universe is as it is, and trust that the humans are playing the part that they need to in the great unfolding. And it's understandable that you have shame about the actions of your people because they are shameful, and yet it is part of the awakening, and trust it, and trust your part within that. Trust your heart and where it leads you.
I hope the earth includes all the animals.
The earth will survive and will evolve. It is the human's choice whether they're part of that system. You cannot survive without the trees and the animals. It is a web of which you are just one small part. And we will continue with or without you.
Thank you so much for going to the city. They call it a city?
They call it a city, yes.
Shitty.
Well, it'll be a different experience. The city is very different from the forest of Salt Spring Island.
And where is Salt Spring Island? What part of the planet?
It's in western British Columbia. It is between mountain and sea. It's a beautiful, sacred rising out of the ocean, covered in beautiful forests and beautiful animals.
And if you could have a message, one last message to the future developers of this beautiful blue planet.
I would say to them to breathe and to really think about the gift of the trees and breath. And if they love their children and they want their children and their grandchildren to have a planet, to breathe and to remember that it's the trees that give them that air.
Thank you. And what is your name on Earth?
My name on Earth is Kelena.
We'll go in Vancouver for you. We'll go breathe that bad air and protest for you. Yeah.
Anything to say to your mother?
Yeah, I will call soon. Thank you.
He's such a lover guy. You just love everyone, don't you?
Yes.
Are you? Are you normal?
Am I normal?
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope not. What would life wouldn't be as interesting as it is if everyone was the same. All the same colored eyes, same colored hair, same colored skin. same outfit on. Wow, wouldn't that be boring? Such a beautiful world with differences. I almost think it's a more beautiful world the more differences there are. You know, more variety.
Anything to say to Dirk Kathrui?
Thanks for the hug. Reassess what you're doing. Really take a deep breath and like wonder what it'd be like if it was your backyard. You know, I'd love to come to your place and hang out and go for walks in your backyard. And you know, it'd be neat if you spent more time over on Salt Spring and walked through what's happening and really had a look at the damage that's being done. People aren't opposed to the logging. It's more the way it's being done. But you know, that day when I hugged you, it was looking beyond anything. It was I didn't see you as a corporation, and I didn't see you as whatever people, without judgment. I tried to look at people without judgment, and when I saw you, it was I really saw a human in need of a hug and a friend. And as a friend, I just implore you to rethink on the repercussions of what's happening in the forest and what kind of effect it has on the land.
Thank you for being part of this.
Thank
Magic.
Thank everybody.
Anything to say to your mother?
I love you, Mom. Thanks for the food. Thanks for the support. I love you, Mom. Really, you're my best friend, and a lot to love. Thank you for making me the person I am.
And if you only had one more chance to say something to the earth and you had 90 seconds, please say that.
I'm sorry. From behalf of the species that was roaming on your skin, apologies for treating you the way we did. We're a young species and we're learning, and we're trying to learn from each other, and we're trying to teach the people who are doing wrong, trying to teach them to do right. It's a long process, and so all apologies for having cut you down and raped you, for affecting your lungs and your air, and every part of it, what we've done to your beautiful blood, your ocean. We've really hurt you. Our deepest apologies to that. But we also know that you can heal yourself, and we need to heal ourselves, and in healing ourselves, we can heal you again.
Okay, you have a bucket of earth. You're bringing some soil to the city?
Yeah, we're going to bring it to...
Where are you bringing it to?
2, 3, 4.
Is this the evolution? The spiritual evolution. So you have some earth you're bringing to the city today?
Yeah, we're bringing it to Texada's office.
And what's happening today at Texada?
There's going to be a demonstration out in front today.
Thank you for carrying some soil.
No problem.
David, how do you feel about here's another action?
Oh, great.
You can no lockdown today, or?
No, that's the lockdown.
Hi, Jonathan.
That's mine there. It's not mine.
That's the one. They give the driver.
He's not ready. He's cleaning it for us.
Take a picture of everyone getting on. Yeah, it's the happiest bus I've ever been on. Salt Spring, Texada. Okay, but do you mind if I stand on the... Thank you. Today, what's happening today?
We're now waiting for a bus, which is here. Take it easy, we don't want to lose you. Don't jump, please.